Hi, I'm Rob Holmes, and I'd like to tell you about our experience with an amazing product from Atomy by the name of HemoHIM. Now, HemoHIM was developed originally by the South Korean government in response to the illnesses that were experienced by their nuclear scientists who worked constantly with radioactive materials. They found that it worked very well. It gave them an advantage in that it strengthened their immune system. But over time, it was also found that it was beneficial in a number of other areas. Firstly, in any illness which is associated with the autoimmune system, HemoHIM can be beneficial. And the other area is that it promotes healing within your body. And that's where my story begins. You see, I broke my ankle and I needed to have it operated on, and they put a plate and a couple of screws into place. And then they wrapped it up in a plaster cast as normal. I hobbled around for about a month, and then after that I went in and they were taking the plaster cast off in order to put a moon boot on. Next stage of getting back to health. To our surprise, when we took the plaster cast off, the wound was almost healed, which was very unexpected. So from there on, I did some physiotherapy work, and within 3 months, I was back on deck, which I put down to the fact that not only did HemoHIM give me the healing effect, but it also gave me added energy. So 3 months after the operation, I got a phone call from the surgeon who performed the operation, and he asked me, "So how are you getting on with your wound?" And I said, "Well, actually, the wound was almost healed by the time we took the plaster cast off after the first month." Silence on the other end of the line, and then, "Oh, that's very good to hear." So that was my first experience with the benefits of HemoHIM. Then early on this year, I experienced problems with my gallbladder, and I had to have that removed. And after quite a complex operation, I finally got to leave hospital, and the surgeon that actually performed the work came and see me, and she said, "You know, we were quite impressed with how fast you recovered from that, because it was quite a complex operation. And I guess we put it down to the fact that you're very healthy." But I knew better. I knew it was the ongoing impact of taking HemoHIM all that time. And my wife has another problem altogether. For many, many years, she's suffered from chronic pain, which has disabled her to the degree she spent a lot of the time just laying in bed in pain. So when we first found out about that HemoHIM could have some benefits also with pain relief, we started using HemoHIM for her. And what she discovered was the main thing that happened was she could sense a change of mood from a mood of despair to one of somewhat more like an optimism. And this in itself helped her to handle the pain. So these are two areas that in my family that we've greatly benefited from being associated with Atomy and using HemoHIM. But you know, you can hear all the stories in the world, and while they might be very impressive, nothing compares with your own personal experience. So why don't you get yourself some HemoHIM, try it for 90 days or so, and just see what benefits it gives to you. Thanks for listening, and I hope this was helpful to you.